I have been out hard rock gold prospecting all day using my metal detector, and I've had I've had a lot of hot rocks. This trench right here is a hard rock gold mine, and we've found a little bit of gold here in the past. We've done a lot of sampling, testing of the soils and so forth. It's just the thing is, even when you're in a gold mine, 99.99% of all your quartz or possible gold bearing ore has nothing in it. It's the name of the game. It's the hardest part about prospecting, knowing that you're going to get skunked 99% of the time when you're out looking for hard rock. But I kind of have a unique opportunity today. You see, it rained last night and there's a puddle in the middle of the road. It's a very shallow puddle, but enough for me to take a pan. Unfortunately, this puddle is not deep enough to fit one of these chunky boy mine lab pans, but I have a secret weapon up my sleeve. Oh, I've been busy prototyping making a gold pan. This is my puddle of water. It's the only time I've ever seen water here. We are literally on top of a mountain. It's not very deep, but it'll work with my prototype, I promise. As you might be able to tell, we've only got a couple of inches of water, and that is not nearly enough to be able to use a regular sized pan easily. But luckily for us, I am a student of all things tedious. I've been on a deep dive over the last several years looking at the other methods that people use around the world to hunt for gold just like I do. And the most common pan in the world is not a Garrett Super Sleuth. It's called a potato pan. Anyway, I give you a potato pan. This is the most common style of pan used right across the world because they are super cheap and you can make them out of almost anything. This is 1/2 mil aluminium. It's held together with rivets and glue. Anyway, they don't need much water to work. Literally right next to our puddle there is an abandoned hard rock gold mine. That might just be a hole in the ground to you, but I love finding old mines like this. They reek of potential. If I took a metal detector out here, I may find a piece of gold locked up in a piece of quartz like this that the old timers accidentally threw out in their rubbish pile. But here's the thing, my dude and dudettes. Most of the gold in hard rock, especially in my area in the northeast of Victoria, is super fine. So you're actually better off dry washing and panning for the gold than you are detecting. We're going to take a pan sample. We might not see anything, but if we do get even a speck of gold, I can bring a dry washer back here in summer. If I've learned anything from sampling, it's you should take it from several different areas, not just one. That gives you an overarching picture of what's in the soil as opposed to like a micro sample. Now that I got my sample, time to go back to my road puddle and see if we can make use of it. Obviously this is a tiny pan, so we've got to classify. This is my prototype and it was based off a 10-inch pan, so it's not going to have that much of a capacity. The bigger one will be able to do about twice as much dirt as a regular pan. I made a bunch of videos on potato pans already. I'll leave a few of them below if you want to know how they work. For now, let's just see if there's any gold in that dirt. Oh yeah, we got a dot. I didn't have the bleach to make this go a darker color like I wanted to, so seeing the gold is a little bit difficult. But just there at the tip of my finger is a tiny little flake of gold. Let's just get this whole pan done and we'll see how much gold we got at the end of it. Hopefully there'll be more than one little nano dot. I've taken one pan of classified dirt, run it through my mini prototype potato pan, and now the moment of truth. I am going to dump this all back in the big pan though, because of the color. It's just enough water to be able to use those riffles, so we'll take it down a little bit more. I'm hoping we see at least a couple little colors, because if we see a couple little colors, that means I can come back here in the summertime with a dry washer and hopefully get a fair amount of gold cleaning out that mullock pile. Going slow because it's going to be fine if it's in there. Oh yeah, yep, there's gold. That one pan revealed a couple of very small pieces here, and just over here, a couple of bigger pieces. That is a really good indicator that there's going to be some decent gold in that pile. A small sample like that on a large scale adds up very quickly, and there's always the chance that you're going to pull out a nice nugget when you're working in hard rock dump piles. So come summer, I'm going to be back here.